Welcome to Forensic Friday,
where we examine the intersection of true crime, psychology, and the heart of being human in the middle of it all. So I just had a chocolate chip cookie for dinner,
Nice.
and I'm getting hair extensions in 2 weeks.
Girl, do it. You do you, boo.
I know, I don't know if I'll like it or not, but she's so good, and I'm growing it out, and I just don't
I think you'll be shocked at first.
100%.
You're gonna have to get past the shock.
Oh, you know what else I researched today? You're gonna laugh so hard.
Oh God, what?
Look up Air Sculpt Plus. Girl, it's non-invasive lipo.
I don't believe in this stuff.
No. This one's legit. I researched it, but I just want to do my chin. I just want to get snatched.
Snatched.
My jawline as I'm getting older. And then also, I have short hair because it's more flattering. But then I want to have longer hair. I don't know. I'm a mess, dude. I'm in my 40s. I'm just fighting for my life. It's fine.
Same.
And I like me. I'm just tinkering.
No, I know. I get it.
On my worst day, I will roll up to my son's school in sweatpants and slippers and just walk in and just own the place. I don't,
Yeah.
who cares? But I'm tinkering more as I get older. A little tinkering.
Fine. Yeah. I want to tinker more. We'll get there.
Yeah, well, tinker. Well, you and I want to.
Well, I told President I wanted a nose job, and he was like, "No."
I love your nose. You're not getting a nose. That's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett's anti everything. He's like, don't change a thing, which I love. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that very much. That's so nice.
Well, you just called your husband buddy.
Also, stay in your lane.
I know. I mean, the mom makeover, I'm for sure going to do. 100%.
That I just feel like that train has left the station. There's not, I don't know how many procedures we're talking about, but
I think it's just one. You just go under once. They fix all the things.
They would have to work on me for 4 days. There's no, I'm not down for that. The rest of it's listen, Garrett's good. He loves me. I'm good. We're good.
Yeah, it's great.
But a little this or that I would do.
But you didn't have a C-section, nor do you have 1,000 other scars on your stomach.
Okay, that's fair. I hear.
So I got all that. I got all my weird scars, and now I have another one.
Yeah.
So I just want it all fixed.
I mean, you know what?
Fix it up. Give me a new tummy.
Dude, do you? We love everyone. You don't have to get anything worked on, or if you want to tinker.
Tinker.
Just tinker. That's all we'll call
One thing I won't do is I won't get filler.
Oh, me neither.
People start to look real. Here's the thing. I have friends who do it, and they look great.
I know.
But it's easy to overdo.
It's easy to overdo. The other thing is I'm not here for the things you have to keep doing. I can't keep up with any part of my life. I can't keep up with laundry. I can't keep up with dishes. I can't keep up with anything. I barely remember to do expense reports at work on time. I'm not going to be scheduling Botox or fillers or anything. I can't do it.
No, I get it.
Garrett gets kind of weird about face stuff. He just doesn't. I think it's what Preston was telling you. He doesn't want me to ever change my face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, my mom looks amazing and never did Botox or anything.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Yeah.
If
I look like my mom. If I look like Tina, I'm doing great. But now, how will our clients know? I mean, here's the thing. Half of my job is the look on my face.
I know. So if we're
if I have a frozen face, I could be sending all kinds of messages I don't intend to send.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it.
And you and I was laughing with somebody. Oh, Kristen. I was laughing with Kristen today because I was losing my voice yesterday. And she goes, oh my gosh, that's your whole job. And I was like, literally?
Kristen.
You know Kristen.
Yes. That's Kristen. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Sorry. Brain was in work mode. And I was like, we don't have a Kristen.
Oh, no. I was talking about my friend Kristen.
Yeah. Kristen.
So
the beautiful cups.
I have so much to tell you. Yes, the beautiful cups. And I didn't tell you. I have a story to tell you. Oh, this is better than the intro we recorded. Hang on. Okay. I was having 4th of July with Kristen and Patrick and Lisa. And there was a man at the club who wouldn't move and let us under the tent, like not the tent, it's like a covered area.
Yeah.
Pouring rain. And it got cold all of a sudden. And there's
This
all
isn't that situation where you like gave that other dude crap. This is different.
I don't remember.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. So anyway, he would not move in, would not move in. And there's like four people at this giant round top table, and I'm trying to get my dad, whose arm is in a sling, Mac, all the people in my party just under cover. That's it. Like I didn't care
Right.
if we were at a table or not. And he's
Right.
taking up his half of the middle or whatever. And apparently he was shooting me terrible looks, which was pissing Lisa off. So I'm sitting there with my friends, and I asked him very nicely, is your table going to be filled up? Would you mind just moving in? Because there was room to move the table up, and then we could have
Right.
moved ours in. And I mean, things are getting soaking wet. It's awful, and it got chilly. He gives me this look, this up and down, like you're a bee kind of look.
Uh-huh.
And you know me, I'm like, okay, say less. So I just sit down.
Bring it.
And I just start throwing my entire body into him with my chair, and I'm moving him and the chair and the table a little bit. And he is highly annoyed.
I
He
love
is
this.
making so many faces. Lisa's like upset because Lisa's so protective. So Kristen and Lisa and I finally we've had it. And we start talking about good men. And we are in earshot. I mean, he's practically sitting at our table.
Right.
And he's desperately looking at his phone because he knows he was an asshole. Okay. So he's looking at his phone, and I'm saying things like, you know what? Look at our men over there. Those are just good men standing under the covering so that the can be under the roof. And I'm just so thankful that we're married to good men and not those men who like only look out for themselves and like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we're just this poor jackass, like was having a bad day. So then he goes like this, like wiggles his finger at this real young server. Okay.
Nope.
Oh, she goes over there and he's like, I need a this, this, and this. That's it. Like, no hello, no anything. And then she took two steps away and he goes, oh, wait, and this. And he's like hollering at her. I'm ready to murder him. I'm like, you know what? My time's up. Garrett can raise Mac. Like, if you sass this young girl, she's also the one who gave us the Huckleberry lemonades. Full circle. She introduced me to this drink. We love her.
Right.
So anyway, we kind of like looked at her, and her face just fell. Poor girl. She's just darling. So then the sun comes out. We all go back to the pool. They go back to the pool, and they want to listen to, I don't remember what radio, but some country something or another.
Sure.
And they're just obnoxious. They've been drinking. They've got a group of folks, whatever. He's still kind of sullen and staring at his phone. Girl, I go over to get another round of drinks for us, and she's there. And Kristen, Lisa, and I were like, tell her boss, one of the bosses there, hey, this dude was really rude to her and she handled herself really well.
Yeah.
Right. And she goes, I told my boss about it. It wasn't cool, blah, blah, blah. And she like gave her a hug and whatever. And we were like, don't let any man. I'm like, listen, we have 40-something women here. Like, we will handle it. Somebody's not nice to you. That was not cool. Don't let men talk to you that way. And she's like, I know, and she's like adorable. She's got like ribbons in her hair. I'm like,
aw,
why would you be mean to this girl? So anyway, she poured us
entitlement.
I know. So she poured us 3 new Huckleberry lemonades, and then we requested Pink Pony Club on the radio outside.
I love that.
We were not pleased, but we really enjoyed ourselves.
Fine. That's
What
great.
song would piss this guy off the most? And I think it's Pink Pony Club.
Yeah, that or Any Man of Mine by Shania Twain.
Yeah, he might like that one.
You think?
Oh, yeah. No, anything country. I had to pick something.
Yeah, but that song, she's like holding men to the fire with that one.
I know. I don't know that. He probably thinks he is that kind of man. This is the thing about self-awareness. I'm throwing my body into this man, and he will not help us.
Yeah.
It was bad. you know?
That's annoying.
And then we were laughing with Garrett because we were like, what would you guys do if we got into a fight? And, you've shared your fight stories. And Garrett was like, yeah, I'm not gonna fight. And I was like, I know you're not gonna fight because not over this. That's my Huckleberry Lemonade story.
There you go. What a jerk.
So, in the spirit of discussing assholes who don't care about anything, Kohberger, bye.
We hate him.
Can we talk about Olivia?
Did you see my posts?
Yes, loved it. Olivia Goncalves. Okay, as someone who studies psychopathy, Nat and I just presented on psychopathy.
Okay.
I have never heard.
I have to tell you my opinion before you share yours.
Oh, what's yours?
Okay. Here's the thing. I cried during most of those victim impact statements because they were so moving, and I'm also still postpartumly hormonal.
Of course, yes.
So some of them I cried. Hers, I was like, that is how you talk to a psychopath.
Yes, that was my exact
reaction. That is exactly how you talk to a psychopath.
I was explaining this to my mom on the phone. I was like, Tina, here's the thing. These guys, everything she said, I don't know if she talked to an expert or what. She got under his skin. She even made fun of his rap music on the level.
Yeah. Like, did he rap? I didn't even know he rapped.
He eviscerated his stuff, called him average, and told him that Kaylee would have kicked his ass. And she would have.
Oh, yeah.
She would have if he didn't come in like a pedophile, which is what
I was shocked that she didn't even lean more into the incel dynamic that he is.
Well, listen. Well, she did without saying that.
No, I know, but
she exposed him without giving the movement.
No, I know.
And I heard this person who I follow who specializes in psychopathy and forensic evaluations, but also body language. And he talked about the emotional statements. He would shift around a little and people thought maybe he was anxious. No. He was excited.
Yeah.
This one took the wind right out of his sail.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. I was sitting there and even the one roommate, both roommates really, both their statements, they're beautiful statements, but what's hard is and I don't know if this will be a popular statement, but what's hard listening to those is I'm sitting there and I'm like, they are all fueling him in a way that they don't want to be fueling him.
That's exactly right.
And so I sat there with so many different emotions about it because on one hand, I was so sad for their experience. That was the tearfulness for me. But then I also had this not cringe, but I was just oh, you are giving him too much. And then she stood up and I had goosebumps. Preston was watching it and he goes, this is cringy. And I was like, yeah, because she's calling him out and it was uncomfortable.
Oh.
Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. So I want to read just the very last bit.
Yes. Dude, I was going to do this.
Are you ready?
Yes. You stole all my things.
I got you. Well, I have it right here. If you have it, you could read it.
No, you can read it.
Okay, I got you. So I'm 2/3 of the way through it, basically, is what I'm going to read.
I also was trying to find the judge's quotes because he also nailed it.
He got his ass handed to him. Boiled.
By the sister and the judge. The judge also knew how to talk to a psychopath. Well, anyway, read the last bit of sister thing.
Okay, so here is the last portion of Olivia Goncalves' victim impact statement.
Yeah.
Let's try to take off your mask and see. You didn't create devastation, you revealed it, and it's in yourself. And that darkness you carry, that emptiness, you'll sit with it long after this is over. That is your sentence, and it was written on the wall long before you ever pled guilty. You didn't win, you just exposed yourself as the coward you are. You're a delusional, pathetic, hypochondriac loser who thought you were so much smarter than everybody else. constantly scolding, turning your nose up to grammar mistakes, and nitpicking and criticizing others. You wanted so badly to be different, to be special, to be better, to be deep, to be mysterious. You found yourself thinking you were better than everyone else, and you thought you could figure out the human psyche and see through it all while tweaked out on heroin. Lurking in the shadows made you feel powerful because no one ever paid you any attention in the light.
That
Damn!
was the incel comment.
You thought you were exceptional all because of a grade on paper. You thought you were elite because your online IQ test from 2010 told you so.
Yeah.
All of that effort seemed important. It's desperate. There's a name for your condition, though your inflated ego just wouldn't allow you to see it. Wannabe. You act like none can ever understand your mind, but the truth is you're basic. You're a textbook case of insecurity disguised as control. Your patterns are predictable. Your motives are shallow. You are not profound. You're pathetic. You aren't special or deep, not mysterious or exceptional. Don't ever get it twisted again. No one is scared of you today. No one is intimidated by you. No one is impressed by you. No one thinks that you're important. You orchestrated this like you thought you were God. Now look at you begging a courtroom for scraps. You spent months preparing and still at it, and still all it took was my sister and a sheath. You worked so hard to seem dangerous, but real control doesn't have to prove itself. The truth is, this is my favorite part. The truth is, the scariest part about you is how painfully average you turned out to be. The truth is, you're as dumb as they come. Stupid, clumsy, slow, sloppy, weak, dirty. Let me be very clear. Don't ever try to convince yourself you matter just because someone finally said your name out loud. I see through you. You want the truth. Here's the one you'll hate the most. If you hadn't attacked them in their sleep in the middle of the night like a pedophile, Haley would have kicked your fucking ass.
No, she nailed his coffin.
Absolutely chilling for this man.
Savage.
Savage. And he has to
Savage.
remember this for the rest of his life.
Dude, she just like walked. She was, and she was freaking right. She was like, I'm not going to give you emotion. I'm not going to give you trembling. And she didn't. She wasn't shaking. I don't know how she did it,
I don't know how she did it.
but
You know
also,
what?
I forget who it was in the family, but the guy, man, I liked this guy too because he was so raw. The guy who was like, man, if I could like meet you in the woods, I was like, you want to tell him that you'd kill him, but you can't because you're in court.
That was her dad.
Oh, okay.
And here's the thing. I respect so much. All of the families have had their own journeys.
Yes.
Ethan's mom is a freaking legend. I'm reading the book. What is it? The Moscow Fort, James Patterson's book. We posted it.
Okay.
She is incredible. Now, like she just brought her kids together. She said, "We're going to make it. We're going to make it as a family." That's what Ethan would have wanted. They didn't even go to the sentencing. They're just done.
No, I know.
And I really admire that. The
Yeah.
Goncalves family wanted to burn him at the stake in front of the courthouse. And you know,
they did.
there's not one way to grieve. I mean, I get it. I really can understand both.
Yeah.
But I think what Olivia did in her statement is speak to the very core of who he is as a human being. And I don't have a lot of compassion for him when it comes to James Holmes, who did something horrific. I don't like James Holmes. He should be in prison forever. What he did is horrendous. But there was a part of him trying to figure himself out. That's not Bryan Kohberger.
No.
Kohberger was studying to do this someday.
Well, and James, I think James wanted to be stopped.
I do too. That is
some level. No. Oh no, he was. Yeah, no.
No, this dude. Wow. Now, okay, there's been a bunch of documents that have come out. I don't know how much. Have you seen many of them?
The documents, not yet. No.
So they unsealed a bunch.
I was hoping they would.
Girl, first of all, it's heart-wrenching because there's the details from the crime scene, which they're worse than I even thought. I knew it would be bad, but it's really bad. But they have interviews with inmates that he was with leading up to trial and sentencing. Well, the plea and sentencing. We thought it was going to be a trial.
Yeah.
And they said that he washes his hands incessantly. He showers for like 30 to 60 minutes. He naps all day and he paces his cell at night. And the inmates were talking about just how weird he is. One guy was like, there's a few that really wanted to
Kill him.
hurt him, but they're like, if there wouldn't be consequences,
Yeah.
but he hasn't been moved
That's
to
it.
big boy prison yet. When you go to big boy prison, they're there forever anyway.
If,
So
yeah, they're like full send, bro.
times, I mean,
Let's go. You know what? So here's what the judge said.
oh yes,
One of the things that I like what the judge said. I'm not going to read all of it because it's long.
yeah.
And the whole statement I haven't been able to find yet, but there's parts of it. So this is the part though that I really loved what the judge said. He said, "You're a faceless coward. You wore a mask during the killings and now you hide behind the silence in the courtroom."
Mm. Mm-hmm.
A judge, I mean, here's the thing. Sometimes judges miss the mark and they,
Yeah.
but he also, and then he says, obviously, he said, you have shown no remorse, no accountability, no humility.
Mm.
The fact that the judge can sit there and say, you were a faceless coward.
Oh yeah, he is.
I'm like, there's a couple people in that room that day that knew how to talk to him, and it was those two,
I would agree.
you know?
The heart. Did you see the heart in front of him? Did you hear about this or see it?
No.
He had a
In
drawing.
front of Kohberger?
Hmm.
Okay.
He had a heart, and I don't know if it was he drew it or it was a drawing that he had. But
Mm,
there's a black heart that was drawn right in front of him. Mhm.
weird.
And he alternated between staring at the heart and the victims' families.
Strange.
But I felt bad when the roommates. I never thought the roommates were involved. First of all, I always knew Kohberger was guilty, and I
Mhm.
still think that he met them or had some exposure to them at that restaurant. I just believe that.
Well, and the sisters talk about that.
Well, and it's not a thing. Like they don't have evidence of that.
No, but still.
But one of the friends, so Hunter, first of all, Hunter, Ethan's best friend, is
Mhm.
one of the coolest people, and I really hope he gets good help for the trauma. But again, Ethan's mom is taking care of all of them. Like the book goes into more of that. But Hunter protected his friends
Mhm.
from seeing any of it. So Hunter went in, saw what happened, immediately got everybody out of the house so they didn't see what
Mhm.
happened. So
Oh my
he
gosh.
saw it, but they didn't. And the reason they reported an unconscious person is because that's what Ethan told them to protect them from the truth of what happened. And Ethan's girlfriend, who is very good friends with all of them, has had dreams about them meeting at that
Well,
whatchamacallit, the
Ethan's girlfriend was
restaurant.
Xana.
Not Ethan's girlfriend, I'm sorry. Hunter's girlfriend
Oh, okay, yeah.
had dreams about them meeting at the vegan restaurant and him maybe hitting on one of them and being rejected, which would track with the incel and all the things. That's really what I think happened. And he found
I
him
do
on
too.
social media and on we
Yeah.
go. And
I think he was obsessed with Maddie.
he had a reputation for asking girls out, like shooting his shot in a bar or whatever, and it not going well.
Right.
So it makes sense to me that that happened, and maybe he found them on social media. And my
Mhm.
mom said this morning when I was talking to her, their lives were just open in a way that ours weren't even in
Mhm.
college. Like we had Facebook when I was in college, but that was kind of it. We weren't posting videos and
No, it was like status updates.
yeah, and it wasn't like it is now,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm. One
Um
of the things that I loved, what I can't say, what's her name, the sister?
Olivia?
Olivia. Okay, it's spelled different.
Yeah, it's spelled with an A.
Yeah, okay. So one of the things I loved, what Olivia said, I think it was Olivia. It's one of the Savage girls,
Yes.
but I think it was Olivia when she talked about picking his eyebrows.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Because that was one of his identifiers
Was the eyebrows.
was how bushy his eyebrows were
Oh yeah.
and defined. And if you look at him now, they're not that defined. They just look like normal.
He looks, I mean, first of all,
Awful.
he's a haggard, weird looking dude anyway, with
Awful.
like
Yeah.
these vacant eyes,
Yeah.
whatever. So he is not an attractive human, but he looks so bad.
No, yeah. But he was like his eyebrows though, like because that was one of again, like and that's how one of the roommates identified him
Well,
when he
totally.
walked by her.
But
But
did he
now
like cuff them in jail?
they don't look the same. She said that he must have she like said some comment about him pulling him out. She's like, while you were pulling your eyebrows out or something like that.
Oh my gosh. No, they came for him.
No.
They came for him. But the roommates who were having these really emotional statements, it was just so hard because I think he
Yeah.
just enjoyed that, and
I
that's
think
sad.
too.
But I'm glad they got to say what they needed to
Yeah.
say, you
Well,
know?
and my hope is that that's like some level of healing for them and the closure for
Mhm.
them in this. But yeah, no, we actually have a PO, Alyssa, who messaged us because I had posted, crying during some of these things. And then she
Yeah.
was like, did you hear the sister's testimony? And then she went to the next thing and then she commented, she was like, I should have just watched the whole story before I asked you.
Hi, Alyssa.
Like, oh yeah, that was nuts.
Oh, I mean, I was glued to the whole thing.
I was in and out of clients, but when I'd go inside and hang
Mm.
out with Gray, I, was bouncing her and I'm watching the thing. Preston comes in and he's like, you're having her watch this stuff? I'm like,
Oh,
yes.
Grace is a true crime girly.
She's
Even
gonna be.
Mac, who's gonna be 10, he's like, I just don't read mommy's scary books. And I'm like, oh, cool. I don't know what he tells kids at school I do, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, you help angry people. I'm like, I do, baby. I help angry people.
Angry
You know?
people. Yes.
Mac always fixes it on the playground or he wants me to. He's like, Mom,
Mhm.
they just need therapy. I'm like, well, yeah, they do, babe.
They do. It's good. It's fine.
They do. Do you think he pled guilty really because he was scared of the firing squad? Why do you think he pled guilty?
Well, at first, my immediate thought was they had so much evidence that he was just going to get hosed,
Yeah. Yeah.
to be honest.
I mean, but it really comes down to the death penalty because the truth is he was going to be guilty either way. And I think he knew that when they
Yeah.
threw out the alternate suspects and all that. But why plead? It
I think
must have been,
I think because he didn't want to die.
I think you're right. It must have been that. I think he didn't want to hear all of the evidence against him. That's actually what I
That's what
think.
I'm saying. Is like I think there was so much.
But I think that's worse than death for somebody like Kohberger is
Because
all the ways he screwed up.
yeah, you're not
That's
wrong.
what I think. Yeah.
I think, but because I don't know how it all works, but they can't like anything that they have in evidence, they have to run it through everybody, right? The defense, like the
Yes.
defense can't be surprised.
Everyone has access to the evidence. That's right.
Yes. And so I think the defense was probably like, bro, you did the thing.
Well, the chick, his attorney, who I don't know how you defend. I would clearly be a prosecutor, even though I care about
Mhm.
our clients very much. I could not be a defense attorney. I just couldn't do it. Trying to find loopholes to get people out of being accountable for their actions, and then like sometimes defending an innocent person, but it's not
Right.
most of the
And
time. I just can't.
that's so rare.
No, But oh my gosh, I was just thinking about how painful it would have been for him
Hmm.
to have to hear all of the mistakes as a criminology. It would be like you and I being on the stand and having to like watch a million tapes of us doing things wrong in therapy. Do you know what I mean? Like it just would be
Hmm.
like, I studied this thing and you're going to tell me how much I sucked at it. I
Yeah.
realize his thing is murder, but still,
Yeah.
you know
Well,
what I
here's
mean?
the thing. I think hearing how all the ways he did it wrong for sure. I also think he's a coward and I think he didn't want to die.
I think you're right.
Really. I think he was scared of that. And I think he genuinely, at the beginning of all this mess, he thought he was going to get away with it.
Mm. Well, and
And
you'll
then
have
I think he's a scared little boy
he is a
and
simple boy.
didn't want to die.
one of the things I'm curious about once you read the evidence, he was the most vicious with Kaylee
Mm-hmm.
by far. But he did some things to her potentially that he didn't do to the others.
Hmm.
And that part I'm kind of interested to hear what you have to say about that. And Xana took the brunt of it, actually. It was Xana's because she fought him off.
Mm-hmm. So
But now,
she had the word. Well, it's all terrible. You know, they all passed away. But you're
yeah,
saying Xana got it pretty bad because she was fighting him.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, it makes me so angry.
I know. Xana was stabbed like 50 times. Kaylee was stabbed like 20 times.
Hmm.
Kaylee died from stab wounds, but also asphyxiation, and
Oh shit.
something was over her mouth, and they don't know what it was. And there were like markings on it,
Hmm.
and she was not recognizable. Everyone else had injuries. Hers was,
So he really went for Kaylee.
he went for Kaylee. Now, it could be that he went for Maddie. Kaylee fought. It could be,
Wow.
we just don't know,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I think that
Asshole.
they're gonna zero in on it, and I think Kohberger will talk eventually too, and they know more that they still haven't released as well. So he's not Papa Roger though.
What do you mean?
He wasn't Papa Roger. You know how everybody thought he was Papa Roger?
Oh,
They said that they did not ultimately find a connection between him. It doesn't mean he definitively wasn't, but they didn't find a connection.
interesting.
I know. So
Hmm.
we're gonna find out a lot more.
Yeah, I hope we do. I think the US needs something,
Yes.
and I don't know why. Like, I think for me, it would be like, I just need to understand more of what happened. And maybe not, it's not that I want the gruesome details, but I just want to know, like, I
But we're
just
never going to know
know.
why because it's
I
never going to
know.
make sense. And here's the
I
thing.
know. And it won't, even if we did know why, this is what the judge said.
Yeah.
Basically, he said, even if he said why, we wouldn't understand it because we are not the same.
And yeah, exactly. It makes no sense no matter what.
Right.
But he's an incel Ted Bundy. He's a knockoff Ted Bundy.
Yeah, it was ugly. Ted Bundy was a
Kmart Ted Bundy.
Mhm.
And you know what is what it is. And he's going away. And I just feel for the victims. I think their families are all incredible. And it is a good reminder just to keep yourself safe. Watch what you have online, lock your doors.
Yeah.
When you're
Yeah.
inside at night, this is something I never thought about when I was a kid, like a teenager. But when your blinds are open at night, people can see in and they can see you very clearly. And so just things like that. But these girls could not have done anything to keep themselves safe. He was going to do what he was going to do. And it's just heartbreaking. And I think if even one of them, Xana almost fought him off all on her own.
Mm.
If any of them had been prepared, if they could have defended themselves, they would
Would
have.
not have, yes, wouldn't have happened.
And they would have kicked his ass. I agree with.
Well, he went in like a pedophile.
Yeah, came in like a
In the
pedophile.
words of Olivia, who
Oh,
we love.
give her a podcast, give her a book, give her a TV show. I am forever a fan. What a
Same,
strong woman.
same of all of them, but especially her, man.
Ugh. Well,
She went in.
thanks you guys for joining us for our debrief of BK.
Idiot.
Ugh. Bye, dude.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. We'll see y'all Friday. And as always,
Bye, forensic friends.
I'm Janine.
And I'm Nat.
And as always, thanks for listening and join us next week for more crime, psychology, and heart.